In this world, heroes aren't born, they are believed into existence. In TBHX, if someone believes you can fly, you can fly. Well, I guess if enough people do. But if you lose their trust, you will come plummeting back down to reality. Trust is power in TBHX, as well as also fear, and there's some apparently alien stuff, but I don't want to get into spoilers. This Chinese anime is probably on my top 5 list of just best shows ever. I'm not even kidding. It's not even done with the first season yet. We still got 4 more probably incredibly banger episodes to come. But holy hell, I need to talk about it. Now, at first glance, you'd be like, oh man, another superhero anime? My Hero Academia is about to finish it. Man, I don't need any more of this crap, right? Marvel's got like 100 million movies. We already have Invincible, The Boys, yada, yada, yada.
Are you sure?
More superhero slop. But here's the thing. TBHX is actually goated. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to try and not do any spoilers, but just hear me out. And of course, like and subscribe if you end up enjoying the video. So in this world, like I said, trust is power. Everyone has a little thing on their wrist that tells them their trust value. And when people believe in you, it goes up. And when they don't, it goes down. And also there's a power system about fear where it's basically the same thing, where more people who are afraid of you or have, I guess, negative feelings toward you, or you yourself has a ton of fear and negative feelings, that will also constitute some sort of corrupted form of power that you were used to have. It's almost like a good versus evil, but the people with trust value can still be evil, and the people acting in fear might not be evil. They might just be kind of having a manic episode. And then there's this stupid thing. As you can see, the show is gorgeous. It is the reason why I started watching it, because I am a bit of a consumer of the superhero slop myself. I like when people shoot beams and, you know, fly around and stuff, and it's just very pretty. It switches between 2D and 3D animation, mostly 2D though. And this is actually somewhat involved with the lore, because I can spoil this because it's literally the power of the person X. Hero X, the character on screen right now, he does this thing where he flicks his, he snaps his fingers and the entire animation changes and he can like travel through it and stuff. We don't really know exactly what his powers do. It's been 20 episodes and I think there's been more screen time of this character in the intro than he has been actually on screen in the show. And yet for some reason, he's still probably the coolest character ever, and I love him and he's fantastic, and I just can't wait to get to know him, man. Hero X, he is so goddamn cool. Bro is the face of the franchise and we've barely seen him. Many theories about Hero X. But what is the actual story going on here? Well, TBHX is something special. It is an anthology. I think that's a correct term. What is that? Well, it's normally a story kind of archetype that I hate. I would rather have a beginning, middle, end, right? And this also has that, but instead of telling you the story of just like 1 or 2 people and then just moving it from point A to point B, instead we get mini stories. Each character gets like 2 to 4 or 5-ish episodes, kind of focusing on them and the events transpiring for them and their like origin and everything. And after we finish their plotline, we move to the next guy. And they're not completely separated, right? We're watching events happen that are kind of interconnected for each character. We just see their point of view or their origin story and then also what they do in the future. It's very complicated, all right? But after watching 20 episodes of it, I am impressed. The show handles it very well. And honestly, the way it's kind of constructed just makes big moments and reveals just so satisfying. Dude, this show will hit you with the what? This character was doing that? Those kinds of moments. And don't even get me started on the fight scenes. This show has plenty of them, and dude, it literally looks like a movie every single time. I can't think of an anime in the past like 10 years that's better animated than this. Every punch and blow feels impactful. The fights actually feel like they mean something because the story's so well written. I cannot find actual flaws with this show, I am telling you right now. Outside of maybe nitpicks with the fact that yes, it's a superhero society, yet again, I can't wait to deal with that problem again, but there's nothing actually wrong with this show, and there's so many goddamn positives. It pains me to go and have to wait another week after seeing the episode on every Saturday. And don't even get me started on the intro. Inertia. I have this thing in my Spotify playlist. I think I've listened to it like over 100 times. The theme song for this show is so goated, and it brings me inspiration. It is the reason why I upload YouTube videos still today. Every time I'm feeling down, I put on Inertia. I'm like, you know what? I gotta be the hero. Cause I gotta be the hero. I got to be the hero. All my life I knew that I was strange, but I knew that I could be the change. I still ain't done enough, not even close. See, I can sing. That was horrible. I need to be standing up. Every single character they cover, I don't know how they do this, because we only get like a maximum 4 episodes with each character, unless they're part of the bigger story, which they all are, but obviously some of them we see less than others. Even in their little origin stories, right? We see them so much and we get so much juicy dialogue from them. Every single character feels like a main character. I said character like 100 times. Every hero, every, person. I actually like all of them. Ghostblade, Lucky Scion, Queen. I forget the little Johnny, that's his name. Ling Ling. I think his name's Ling Ling. We haven't seen him in a hot minute. Nice. I forget the girl's name, but again, we haven't seen her in so long. I could go on and on. There's so many characters in this show, and they're all amazing. There's not a single one of these stories that actually had me bored out of my mind, which is crazy for an anthology. Usually there's ups and downs, and I guess there is, but the downs are still up here. And then when it gets good, it gets really good. I don't want to spoil anything, because you have to experience this yourself if you already haven't seen it. And if you have watched the show, let me know in the comments. I guess if you haven't watched the show, don't go in the comments. I would love to hear your theories and discussions in the comments, please. I need to talk to someone about this. No one else I know watches this show. The themes of trust, corruption, legacy. Oh, don't even get me started on the fact, I really should have mentioned this earlier. So you know how trust is the power for these superheroes? Well, it's a double-edged sword, because what the public believes of you is what you become. And it's very hard to actually break that, and it drives a lot of the heroes kind of mad, or just makes their lives miserable. For example, Firm Man, this isn't much of a spoiler, he's a minor character, but Firm Man, his whole shtick was holding up a roof to save a girl when he was a firefighter. So he is the guy who stands firm. He's always standing. He literally can't sit down. Nice has to be perfect in every single way, and it turns him into an OCD freak. I could go on and on. What the public believes in you can actually hurt you, which, maybe this is a deeper insight into what like people think about content creators or like movie stars and everything, like in real life. We're connecting the dots here. What we believe of them, they have to turn into it, or else, if they don't, then they lose all their power. Oh my God, the show makes commentary too on real life. Look at that. It isn't just goated, it's super goated, I guess. I don't know. Shows don't need to do that. I'm rambling, I'm prattling on. Like I said, let me know in the comments your theories and stuff if you have watched the show, or just maybe give me suggestions. If there's other shows that are just as peak as this, don't suggest Code Geass. I've already seen it 6 times. I love that show too. It's probably my favorite anime. I've already seen it. Probably gonna watch it again. Also has nothing to do with this show, so I don't know why I brought it up. They're completely different. But yeah, I love you. Like and subscribe. Except for you, Todd. I don't know if there's a Todd that watches me yet. All right, yeah, I'll see you.